Shine down, shine down, shine down with your crown king. Shine down, shine down, shine down with your crown king. Shine down, shine down, shine down with your crown king. Shine down with your crown king. You can call me king, you can call me, you can call me king, mama, you can call me, you can call me.
And is a graduate at Kennesaw State University. While there, he majored in English and minored in professional writing, while also becoming a teacher ambassador through his travels to South Korea. Since 2006, Juliet has been dedicated to volunteerism, servanthood, and community engagement. Julian continues to perfect his communication and professional leadership skills through Toastmasters International and by receiving multiple speaking opportunities within the community. He currently plans on using these talents and gifts to continue delivering educational and uplifting speeches to youth and adult audiences on an international platform. So let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Datin. Thank you. Thank you all for having me.
But they say you're just a boy with a big imagination. I am a king. Call me king. When it rains, it floods. In my pain, no, it ain't all good. No, but I tell them this. I'm a witness that everything gets made new.
We're gonna be learning about designing your house. How many of y'all live in a house here? Okay, how many of y'all know what is the most important part of the house?
Foundation.
What is it?
Foundation.
The foundation. But before you get the foundation of your house, you have to know how you're going to design your house. The designing piece of your house deals with simple things such as work ethic, your dedication that you're putting towards that house. If you have a weak foundation, as we just said in the front row, then you may have a weak house. You guys, each and every one of you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the room, are a house. You are a brand, whether you realize it or not. You have to make sure that you're putting in the work ethic and dedication in order to have a sturdy house. Also, what are your goals? What is your lifestyle that you choose from here while you're in high school? What is the lifestyle that you're going to have as a grown adult when you get out of your parents' house, when you go to college, when you start your career? You have to think about these things now before you get out in the real world.
Last year couldn't take it. In a strip, man, I can say this. I can't do. They ain't nothing that can't do. They ain't nothing that can't do. They ain't nothing that can't do. They tried to count us out, but we ain't going down. 'Cause we done had.
Separating yourself from the pack, it takes courage. It takes discipline to stand out, to step up. When somebody comes up to you, you have to take a stand in order to shake that person's hand. It's just like when you open up a door. The door can open two ways, but you have to make sure that, again, you're ready to be courageous. Nobody looks at somebody that's sitting down scared to step up to the occasion to meet somebody. What's your name?
Bradford Grant.
Bradford Grant. Nice to meet you, Bradford. I'm Julian Smartrimple. You have to be able to introduce yourself to people when you meet them. It's not all about being on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever engagement that you choose for social media. You have to be able to meet face to face. I want to see exactly what it is behind that Twitter account, what it is behind that Snapchat. I want to know exactly what your work ethic is, what your dedication is. Are you committed even to your job if you're working right now? Are you committed to your studies? I don't need necessarily to have a conversation with you. Your transcript that you receive in high school is the black and white version of who represents each and every one of us in this room. People can again say that they have the work ethic, but at the end of the day, what is on your black and white transcript? We all have different points in our lives that we get through different eras of confusion and also heartache and pain, but what are you using to make sure that you propel yourself out of those travesties, out of those situations? And so just in building your house, work ethic is king, as I like to say to a lot of my students who I work with at the Boys and Girls Clubs and who I mentor. A terrible work ethic means that, again, you will not have the opportunities and the doors that can be opened untowards you. How many of y'all are on AB honor roll in here? Raise your hand. Everybody? Okay. If you're not, you still got time. You're all about success here, because I see you guys are again dressed up, looking nice. We're all about making sure that we prepare for the real world.
beloved is a virtue. No squares in my circle. Ignorance, I murk you. Biting and rebuking and command these demons fleeing. Ain't got time for patty caking, faking, no repenting.
What do you believe in?
To these bifocal squares like this.
What do you believe in? Or who do you believe in? If you don't practice any type of religion, if you don't, again, believe in yourself, then how are you going to be a sturdy house? How are you going to be confident when somebody, again, asks you to give me your 2-minute spiel on why you deserve to have this job? How are you going to be able to stand before somebody who is a dean of a school that you want to attend and say that I need to be in this committee, I need to be in this organization? Even for a coach, how are you going to be the person that's the captain of your team if you don't have confidence in yourself, you don't believe in yourself? You have to believe in something, ladies and gentlemen. This is at the end of the day, when times get rough, when again those walls start closing in, when darkness creeps in, what do you believe in? Who do you believe in? Your faith will give you that extra push that you need in order to be successful, in order to overcome. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm on fire in the feel it up and down my spine. I took a sip of living what they call it alkaline. Hallelujah, holla, holla, hallelujah, hallelujah, holla, holla, holla.
It's so loud inside my head with words that
But a lot of people, as we know, some of our friends and even some of our family members, they do not have goals. If you do not have goals, then how are you improving in life? And how are you keeping yourself real and honest with your progress? A simple goal that some of us may take for granted in here, especially us as Americans, can be to graduate from high school or college. A lot of people may not have that opportunity, that shot, to go to the college of your choice, or even to go to college, period. This is something that, again, is a major goal for a lot of people your age. Don't take it for granted. But a goal versus a lifestyle, there is a difference. The lifestyle can be that you may want to live a healthy life. You may want to live to maybe your 80s or your 90s. You may want to outlive a relative. Another goal may be, again, that you want to transcend your community. That, again, gives you a lifestyle of being a community change agent. That you're always changing things when you go in your community. Another lifestyle could be you want to make a certain salary by the time you hit the age of 30. You want to have kids by this age, and you also want to be a married, happily married man or woman, right? These are lifestyles, though, that, again, will transcend you in your house that you are building right now. Lifestyle planning, just as the example says, can be drinking plenty of water and living a healthy life. And also it could be making a certain salary. Do you want to take vacations once a year, or do you want to take multiple vacations? That's a lifestyle change, not a goal. You have goals that lead to your lifestyle, but if you want to live a certain lifestyle, I see a lot of fashionable young ladies in here. You want to wear the hottest trends, the hottest threads. You have to have that moolah, as Johnny Manziel says, if you plan on buying X amount of jewelry or X amount of clothing. That's a lifestyle planning. One of my mentors and also people who I look up to the most, E.T. the hip hop preacher. Anybody knows E.T. in the room? Nobody knows E.T.? Well, I suggest that you Google him or YouTube him. He's one of the most profound and prolific speakers of our generation, especially to your age group and the 35 and under millennials. E.T. says that ordinary people, they set goals, but extraordinary people, they create lifestyles. Ordinary people set goals, but extraordinary people, they create lifestyles.
My problem is I'm peaceful, and I believe in the people. Yeah.
it's so loud before we fade away. The dust that's still
A goal, as you can see in the picture, could be you graduating from high school, could be you graduating from college, or even for some of us being the first in our family to go to college. Your lifestyle has to deal with what you are made of as you continue to grow into adulthood. Are you trying to live a healthy lifestyle? Are you trying to turn up every weekend and party in Atlanta? Go to opera, go to any of the other nightclubs here, Esso? Is that your lifestyle? Are you trying to live, again, a prosperous life? Are you trying to have a certain income that you generate when you continue to work in your career field? If your father and mother is a doctor or if they're a teacher, that may be something that's instilled in you to do as a career or profession. If your father and mother is in a certain season in their life of wanting to retire early, that may be something that you aspire to, just as if your father or mother or your siblings are entrepreneurs versus being employees. Your faith, what you believe in, your education, and also your social environment. These are lifestyles. Are you trying to be married? Are you trying to be single? These are lifestyles that you have to choose. You have to learn, again, the art of lifestyle planning versus goal planning.
I'm on an airplane, and the destination of this flight is to the other side.
Starting with work ethic, your dedication that you're putting to your house, your personal brand separates you from others, the peers in the room who are all leaders here. Some of us are still going to be high achievers. Others, hopefully nobody in this room, are gonna be just settling for average. Which one are you? Are you separating yourself by your work ethic, your dedication that you're putting into your craft, your sports? How many athletes do we have in the room? Any athletes? Oh, we got them. What represents gold when you think about athletics specifically? For those who are athletes in the room, when you see gold versus the other silver or bronze, what does gold represent?
That you were the top one in the audience.
Exactly. Would you want to be the top one if you're going to your 4x1 or 4x400 event, or would you want to be second or third place? First. You want to be first? Do you have what it takes to be first? So you practice, you prepare, you stand out amongst the rest of your competitors? Okay, what about you in year 4?
In the air, you can't see them, and they have rockets and machine guns, and they're firing on my plane. But I say fire. Everybody wanna be on top. I don't think they know what that means. Once you get there, then you can't stop. Everybody gunning for your spot, aiming at your team. I'm up all night, chasing dreams. Everything changed when you go from seeing it
These
all.
are some quick questions that I want to make sure that each of us are asking ourselves each and every week. How many times this week have you said yes to something that you really meant no? We all overcommit, even myself and all of the adults in here who, again, care about your guys' success and also care about you. But you have to learn how to say no. Does everybody value their time in here? Raise your hand if you don't value your time. If you don't value your time. I believe everybody does. Some of you all may be involved in church organizations, community organizations, leadership, sports, whatever you may be doing, but you have to learn how to, again, say no, I'm good, I'm cool. I got too much on my plate right now. Mom, dad, auntie, coach, I can't do it right now. That's something that we have to learn even as adults. Learn the art of saying no. You don't want to overcommit. Are we really valuing ourselves, where we are in life? We always have things that we can do better, but really, do you know your potential? Another question that we have to ask ourselves, am I on time more than I am late? Am I on time more than I am late? Myself, when I was growing up, I had an option of learning whether I chose to be late or whether I chose to strive to be punctual. My family background, we're Caribbean. I'm Trinidadian. Any of y'all who know the Caribbean accent or even the Caribbean background, we're late. A lot of us. That's just something that we laugh about in our Caribbean descent and also in our Caribbean household, but we are late. But I have the opportunity to choose whether I want to fit that stereotype, whether I want to be considered late, or whether I want to be on time for my opportunities when they present themselves. So again, am I on time to class? Am I on time to practice? Am I on time to church? Am I on time to your opportunities that await? You cannot be late for your opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. What starts with you, again, self-evaluating yourself, and then actually having the building blocks, which are your house, to help you be successful. What areas in my life am I lazy in? We have to be real. We have to keep it 100, as I like to say. You have to know yourself, even at the young ages of 15, 16, 17, 18 in the room you guys may be. You have to know yourself. What areas are you weak in? What areas do you lack, again, authority and taking responsibility? Myself, I'm lazy in sometimes being able to make sure that I don't devote all of my time to multiple projects, because I'm a person that's always involved in multiple projects in the community and also at work. But I know I can't give my all to multiple things because something's gonna be cut back in the process. Something's gonna lose my attention, so I have to make sure that I prioritize more. I can't, again, always say yes to things that I'm not trying to commit fully to. That's one of my areas that I have to work on. I may be lazy in not being able to work on a few projects and give high quality versus many projects and maybe give 70 to 80%. But you have to know yourself.
When you take my hand, I'm so high up on Neverland.
When you look at big skyscrapers, do you know what holds up those skyscrapers, those tall buildings in downtown Atlanta? The foundation. But it's also, before they finish the product, it's scaffolding. For those who don't know, who are not engineers or architects, they have to build from the ground level up just like any other house. But scaffolding holds it together. That's the personal brand that you guys are, because the foundation is who people value you by. Again, how many bricks is in that picture that I have on the PowerPoint? 6 bricks? How many bricks are on the lower part? Okay, 3, as most of us know, who may be in some type of faith or religion, 3 is the Trinity. 3 is, again, the foundational piece of each and every one of us. The art of 3, where 2 or 3 gather in my name, that means that you're taking care of business. 3 is, again, what you will need for your foundation. Personal branding, that's your foundation. Who are you known for? What are you known about? What are you representing? I talked to Shamar. Where is it? Mr. Shamar, is he here? Yeah, I talked to Shamar. Okay, I know I didn't forget. I talked to Shamar. He told me recently when I was here earlier mingling with some of the students that every time he steps out in the community and every time he represents for Shiloh High School, that is his brand that is on his back and his front. They don't just see Shamar when they go out there in the public, they see Shiloh High School. Just like every time you guys go out of your parents' reach, every time you go out of their parents' house, they don't see just you. They see, what's your name? They see Miss Carter. They see the Carter Foundation. If you want a weak foundation, again, ladies and gentlemen, then you will have a weak brand. Name some of your favorite brands in here. What are some of your favorite clothing brands that you like to wear? What is them? Burberry? Oh, you a high class, okay. Burberry. Okay, what are some other brands? Stacey Adams, that's a good one. What's yours? Coach, okay, y'all have some real high class in here. They say Coach, Burberry, Stacey Adams. What about Nike? One of the world's most popular brands ever, Nike. Not Coach, not Burberry, Nike. What is their motto? What is their mantra? That's something simple. You guys may be able to come up with that $1 million campaign. 3 words, just do it.
Your boy's been a Christian quite a few years. Victory in faith, but I failed in my fears. I heard a lot of words that have tickled many ears.
Foundation is who people value you by. You can have all the best grades when you get out into the job field in college. You could be the fastest person on your high school team, but you're going to be with people who are, again, in the same boat as you, wanting to be successful. How are you going to separate yourself from them? How are you going to personally say, when somebody looks at your resume and they don't even get to talk to you, this is who I am. That's your foundation, your brand. What areas do you excel in the most? What are you talented in? What areas are you strong suited in? Are you a professional speaker? Are you confident or are you shy when people come and talk to you? Are you able, again, to run that long distance marathon? Are you a short sprinter or are you a long-term undistance runner? We are a brand that somebody wants to hire or even do business with. We are a brand that a coach wants to pick up on this particular team that we're on. We have to sell it every single time we're coming up throughout the next stages of your life. You have to sell yourself. Again, as an adult, you're going to be doing a lot of selling because that will determine, again, your salary rate, and also that will determine your level of success that you want to achieve. So we're a brand. Whether we like it or not, it could be a good brand, it could be an all right brand that people will spend a little bit of money on, or it could be a very popular brand that everybody wants and that everybody likes. What you do with your life is going to determine what type of brand that people will view you as.
I thought I wanted life, drunk, sexed out and blunted, but all I really wanted was the one who really wanted. Fought that beat, it gave his life to the public. I love it.
All this faking got me feeling out my element. If you ain't lived through it, don't embellish it. If it ain't the truth, it's irrelevant. It's evident.
Your grades, just so y'all know, again, can determine what opportunities you're given, but they do not determine your success. I repeat again, because I wasn't taught this until I was, again, an adult out of college. Your grades give you more opportunities, but just because you may be struggling right now, even if you're not on AB honor roll, that does not determine whether you're successful or not. You want to have more opportunities, but what will determine that is your hard work, your dedication, and your effort.
Opponents just holding their jewels, so they confused, don't know what to do. Know that they lose, don't know that they fools. I show them the rules and pull them the news and tell them they value is more than they shoes. Get your life up on the move.
Everybody, yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody.
You don't want to settle for second place, and so when you think of etiquette, and when you think of your success, you have to always think about gold. The golden ticket is what you learn while you are young before you come into adulthood as a young adult, like some of us in the room. You want to make sure that that ticket is proving that the person knows the rules and also knows how to admit certain doors that they may not get into. It was usually going to be a door security guard person that, again, is protecting people from not walking in certain doors. That's how you have to look at life. When you have etiquette, when you have, again, the rules of knowing how to navigate the land, there's going to be a door that is there separating you from the rest of the people. That ticket for your etiquette, that's going to give you much success. And how many people want to be average in here? Raise your hand. I didn't think so.
Been through the words, but I still get my best. God made my mold different from the rest. Then he broke that mold, so I know I'm blessed.
Look up in the sky. Ooh, I made it. Think I'm alive.
God gave us a gift of 84,600 seconds today. Have you used one of those seconds to say thank you? One of those seconds to say thank you. The impression that people get when people, especially young folks our generation who are 35 and below, where they're not taught to say thank you when they receive a present or even something as simple as a smile or a hello, sometimes that takes your opportunities all the way out the window, out the door. Do y'all thank y'all parents when they give y'all presents for your birthday? Mm-hmm. Do you thank somebody when they, again, are working with you in a certain class that you may be struggling in school? Your teachers? These simple things that again, people do not do, that's going to set y'all apart from the rest of the pack. And how many people want to be average in here? Raise your hand again. Nobody, right? So again, thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for the food that you provided on the table for me to eat every day. Thank you again for picking me up from practice. Thank you for, again, allowing me the opportunity to even go to school. Thank you for, again, making sure that my education is a priority. Thank you. Spend time really giving thanks, because we all, again, are very privileged and blessed Never take your family and also your dynamic, which is your household that you're in, for granted, because there are many people that wish they were in y'all's positions. And every person in here, again, is in church, so I know that y'all must give thanks to God and Jesus Christ himself. But make sure you're always passing down thank you to others that may not even deserve it.
Undefeated.